Hello, myself Sunil Ramkrishna. Here, actually, we are talking about the Congress achievement. Till now, basically, we have saw lots of things. Basically, from lots of things. Basically, in this part, basically, we are going to ask a few questions. Basically, these questions answer basically will connect to some different side only. So, first question basically is till now what is the attraction speed. For example, the earth planet is moving and some universe groups told that this particular set of planets are basically attracting, so you have to be ready till this date. So that time basically what was the maximum speed basically of earth planets, basically sorry the planets basically who actually attracted towards the earth planet. So which was that planet groups basically who actually attracted at what speed as on 23rd basically November 2023. Second question basically is there are lots of planets basically attracted. According to that, basically the universe group basically has sent the message to the Earth planet army groups that basically you can say the energy groups, basically the power company groups, that they are basically the army groups for the universe. So basically here basically the army groups for universe, the army groups are this uh, uh, this energy group basically. So the energy group basically have has created set of army groups. For example, there are military, there are police force, there are brigadiers, basically there are 100 types of army groups. So these all groups basically are created by the uh, energy groups basically. For example, few people say that this group basically army groups which is going, that is created by the reliance group, reliance energy. That army groups which is going, that they are, that is basically created by the ONGC group. So like this basically the army groups are created on the base of the energy groups. So you can just see how dangerous mapping it is. So this army group I'm talking about. So when the earth, the planet was basically getting attracted towards the earth planet, and the war has started, like Kargil war, Pakistan war, China war, first world war, second world war, third world war is ongoing. So like this how many war basically has started and basically has completed, and which planets basically was attracting which all areas of the earth planet, and which government has taken the decision of war on the base of which scientist basically. Third question basically says that till now assume that around 3 lakh attraction has happened till now basically when the earth planet was started. After the earth planet ended, earth planet actually ended many times, so assume that it has ended 100 times. So when earth planet basically was generation was started, basically you can say when the earth planet generation was started till now, till then, until now. Till now means till 23rd basically. Sorry, the 3rd November 2023. Till now basically how many attraction has happened? 3 lakh, 4 lakh, 5 lakh, and which side of the planet was basically attracted? Because if it's attracting, then basically it will not, never basically going to attract to entire Earth planet. Why? Because entire Earth planet is totally different basically. Has kept basically each and every country basically are totally different. Their rules and regulation, each and every things are totally different. For example, UAE says that you have to move the vehicle this side, but in India basically it's totally opposite. So the entire country basically are totally different, differently created. They have kept differently also. Their rules and regulations are also differently. So till now basically what is the maximum and minimum basically attraction speed of the any planets basically which is attracting towards the earth planet, towards the particular land basically, towards the earth planet, towards the particular land basically, particular land side basically. For example, here the earth planet land side basically you can say as a country basically. So in country basically which city basically was attracted from that planet basically, due to that planet basically got attracted towards earth planet. So how many time basically this planet was attracted and what was the minimum speed and maximum speed, because minimum speed and maximum speed basically universe basically groups can easily able to count. Why? Because it's so important basically. In future it might possible that in future basically this basically mostly 100% will be going to happen one day. For example, one planet group says that it attracted towards one of the planets just within 1 second basically. Sorry, 1 minute basically. Within just 1 minute, that planet basically got attracted to that planet. So, what is the maximum speed basically? Attraction happened till now towards our planet, towards that land side basically. Till now, basically, as on 3rd November 2023. Then the question is, how many country basically groups basically has started the war basically ordered by universe group basically. Universe groups told that basically this planets basically is attracting the land basically of the earth planet of this particular land side of this particular country. So how many country basically started the war preparation? Basically war basically they by default, if it's attracting basically, then it's very difficult to update the system basically, update the entire land basically, update the entire buildings, update the entire power supply chain basically. It's very 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 difficult. Why? Because each and every countries are connected with each other, so it's very difficult to update basically. 99% basically they do the war only, but 1% country basically they can't finish that country, because that is the heart of the earth planet. If they finish that earth planet, that land, then basically it's end of the earth planet only. So in that time basically what you will do, this type of time also basically might come. So how many country basically has started the war when the sorry, the when the planets basically has attracted towards the earth planet to particular country, and the army group started the war. Then basically, up to what level information the computer industry basically have, and in the earth planet basically in India basically TCS is there, Accenture is there, they all basically keeps the data, right? They keeps the data, they creates the human needs also. They have done this also basically because it was a requirement, right? Because natural resources are getting over, so basically you will not die basically, right? You can't die, so you created the alternative resources. Then alternative resources basically has created, and then basically up to what level the alternative resources are created after the incidents happened, like Kargil war, World War One, World War Two, World War Three. What are all those human needs which earth planet computer industry basically has created till now on the name of this war basically. On the name of war means the things basically has destroyed, but they have kept remember that this particular item which you are eating, that is from this area, because each and everything basically which you eat, that is basically invented by some of the person, right? One person basically has invented it. It is not invented by some any magical things basically, right? it has invented by the particular person, right? So when that war was ongoing, that area basically was destroyed, and that person also was destroyed. So on the name of the remember of that particular name of the person, how many foods are like this, and how many people basically has died like this also. And like this, how basically the computer industry basically has created the physical energy, physical place also. This is also basically very dangerous actually. Mostly basically this also might have been created by the computer industry basically, that how many human needs basically are created by the software industry group basically, and the physical place also basically created, because software basically creates the human needs, right? So software is created, then physical place basically 100 percentage might be have created. So this need to check basically very carefully that how many places are created, and if places are created, then that place has created through uh, through error solving system, or the same basically physical place has been created as it was. Error solving system means there was some error, that's why basically the that place was destroyed, and that place basically what was the error, and that error was recorrected, and then basically the things was created. So this is the very dangerous actually. This need to check 100 times, and this is going to affect to entire software industry also, because it's created and on the base of what basically it has created. Basically 100% it has created, that is 100% it has created, but new things basically created on the base of what basically it has created. Then basically how many planets group basically attracts towards the earth planet, and which is that groups basically which is getting attracted to the earth planet, and which all our countries. This basically we have already discussed, but then also here basically we had told that it's a countries, not actually the cities. It's totally countries. This type of attraction also basically might happen basically. For example, India country, entire country basically, not single state basically. Kargil war was happened basically, right? But that was happened in near border, right? It was not basically spreaded to entire India. This type of war basically never has happened basically in the entire life basically, that entire India basically spreaded the war. This type of things basically never happened. So here basically I have taken that entire country basically was attracted by the set of planets basically. So how many time basically this has happened, and which all countries basically is connected with this. So example, currently there are many war basically ongoing, so it was entire country only, right? So now the seventh question is, how many time earth planet has completely ended? Completely ended means universe basically have, basically they don't found any, they basically was not able to find any option basically. So they basically completely ended the earth planet. Assume that 100 time basically earth planet has ended. Earth planet means completely ended. Completely means not a single human basically exists in this world. So why basically that was ended? This is the most dangerous question basically, because world basically might end anytime basically, because our planet is moving, and the universe basically always keeps on telling that be ready for this war, be ready for that war, be ready for that war, because they are telling that you have done the mistake in this area, that's why that areas are basically attracting. That's why these areas are attracting basically, that are basically they are telling that it's your nuclear plant mistake, that's your energy power company's mistake basically, who actually created this area. That's why basically the areas are basically attracting. So that basically is error. That's why basically that area is getting finished. So I am basically here not talking about that. Basically, I'm talking about the entire Earth planet was finished. So assume that Earth planet was finished 100 times. So how many times basically Earth planet was ended, and what was the reason behind that? This is the most dangerous question actually. When the Earth planet basically was ended completely, completely means totally finished. Not a single human basically exists in the Earth planet. Then basically you can say it's a complete ended world. So the complete ended world 100 times basically it has ended. So currently which world is ongoing, and with the world basically when it was started, that time which number blood cells, from which number blood cells the Earth planet was started. For example, first human basically got the birth in Earth planet. So assume that he started from 3,50,000. Sorry, 3 lakh. Started from 5,15,000 blood cells. So when his body was generated in the Earth planet, when the new world basically was created, and the first human basically got birth, his blood cells count was 5,15,000. And currently, which blood count is ongoing? Assume that that is 6,15,000. So 1 lakh blood cells basically has generated already after the world basically has ended. So this is basically 6,15,000 blood count ongoing. So 1 lakh blood count is already created by the Earth planet. So what is this count basically? This is basically number I have just taken as a number basically. In real basically the number might be totally different. Then the ninth question basically is, when the Earth planet was ended, and the first human basically got birth, and his blood count was 5,15,000. That time, what was the size of the land and height of the land of the entire world basically? And currently, what is the land size of the width and land size? Why? Because Earth planet is equal to, sorry, planet is equal to blood cells. That's why. This is the most important question basically. Which side of universe basically Earth planet is moving as on 3rd November 2023. For example, Earth planet is moving in right side, Earth planet is moving in the right side, top side, Earth planet is moving in bottom side, Earth planet is moving left side. So where basically Earth planet is currently moving as on 3rd November 2023. How many objects basically till now basically Earth planet got attracted? Assume that the count is around more than 6 lakh object basically got attracted towards the Earth planet till 3rd November 2023. So this number basically can be anything basically. Currently just I have taken just as a rough number basically. What is the maximum building basically? Assume that one in this world basically the building size basically is around 250 floors basically. In this world basically I'm talking about. In this world basically 250 floor is the maximum building size, and that is basically getting balanced. Assume that that is balanced by F blood group basically. That is basically getting balanced by F blood group. That is basically balanced by F blood groups. So till now, basically, 3rd November 2023, what is the maximum size of building? Basically, the Earth Planet group has done the balancing. So assume that it's 250 floor building. Till now, basically, assume that world basically was started newly, and that time basically 5 lakh 15,000 was the blood count of the first human basically, and till now the blood count has reached to 6 lakh 15,000. So 5 lakh 15,000, 6 lakh 15,000. So 1 lakh more than around 1 lakh basically, more than 1 lakh basically. Blood count basically has already generated, because when you speak that time only one blood cells basically has already generated. That's why basically I told that more than 6 lakh. Sorry, more than 1 lakh. So more than 1 lakh basically the blood count has already generated. So how many from this, how many blood count basically from 1 lakh? 1 lakh means 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, like this 1 to 1 lakh. So from 1 to 1 lakh, basically, how many disease has been converted? How many blood cells has been converted to disease, and then basically it has converted into medicine. So this is basically the medical achievement. Sorry, the medicine. Sorry, the medical industry achievement basically, and how many disachievement basically. Disachievement basically you can say disappointment in the medical industry basically they have done. Due to that basically lots of things basically has connected, that's why. How many satellites basically currently earth planet is sorry, the satellites is basically watching the earth planet, each and few satellites basically just keeps on watching in one house basically. There are set of few satellites who just keeps watching in few houses basically, and what actually he is doing, what actually that person is doing, what that guy is doing, what he is doing, what that person is doing, where basically he is currently, this that. So like this basically I'm not talking about individual person basically, they are very high profile person basically, like a prime minister, presidents, they are basically directly connected to the satellites, right? What they are doing, how they are doing, what actually they are doing, what actually they are supposed to do. This whole thing basically, that thing basically. So because that affects the entire country, that decision actually affects the entire country. That's why basically satellite groups keeps on watching. So here basically we will not keep into single individual. I'm just going into the Earth planet level. So how many satellites basically are keeping watch in Earth planet till now as on 3rd November 2023? How many astronauts basically say that this astronauts has died basically, but in real basically they are working in universe basically. That basically says that it's a few people. If we ask any this question to any person basically, NASA, ISRO basically, they say that that's a secret of country basically, why you are interfering in this, because it might possible that any of the country basically might destroy that country. Then what are the actions basically has to taken? Like this basically many country basically just few country basically become one, and they basically attacked that particular country, and then basically if that country basically in one country basically there are more than basically 200 crore people basically stay, and in one war only basically 100 crore people basically got ended, then basically who will be responsible for that? Basically country basically prepares in advance. They basically say that this astronaut basically has died, and they basically in really they have not died. They are basically sitting in universe and watching the other countries basically. What that another enemy country is doing. Like this basically the country keeps secrets. So how many secrets are there in each and every country basically? They have kept the secret. as on 23rd, sorry, 3rd November 2023. Earth planet basically is moving that basically small child also, no, after watching these all videos of my basically. So what is the maximum speed and what is the minimum speed the Earth planet has moved till now after the Earth has born? So this is also very dangerous question because this connects with the attraction. This speed, if Earth planet goes, then this side is going to attract. If you go from this side, from this speed, then that side basically is going to attract. So it's very dangerous. It's very dangerous. That's why basically the Earth planet has moved up to what level of speed basically till now as on 3rd November 2023. Has Earth planet group basically hijacked ever? If hijacked, then when? What was that date? Earth planet group I am talking about. Not only Earth planet. Earth planet group basically has been hijacked ever. If hijacked, then when basically? And what was the reason behind that basically? What was the mistake basically Earth planet group has done? Due to that basically it got hijacked. Hijacked has happened. That means something wrong has happened. Without wrong basically why they do the hijacking? Something wrong has happened. That's why basically they hijacked. Or basically to fulfill their demands. They basically hijack. So till now, as on 3rd November 2023, Earth planet group basically has been hijacked. If hijacked, then basically how Earth planet group basically know that they basically have been hijacked. How many light basically has Earth planet group? Earth planet has created. Earth planet group basically. Light means you can say each and every planets basically are creating the lights. Lights means you can say power. Human body basically is generating the energy. Energies are basically generating the powers. So power supply basically you can say how many power supply till now the Earth planet has created. So Earth planet, when the new Earth planet was started, 5,15,000 was the blood cells count, and till today basically was on 3rd November 2023, the count is 6,15,000. So 1 lakh blood cells basically has created. So 6,15,000 blood cells count of one in single human person, and there are around 800 crore basically human bodies. They have basically generated how many how many power supply data. That in simple word basically I have taken as a light. How many Earth planet generation basically has been passed? For example, 100 Earth planet time has been already passed. So, like this, basically, how many Earth, planet, human generation has been passed? That is basically called time passed till now, basically, 3rd November 2023. And which person basically can see the Earth planet from far? Who is that one person basically who can see the entire Earth planet, even the house basically, from far means very far from his eye without any support basically? He can see the Earth planet very clearly. Each and every house basically he can see very clearly from his eye. So these all are basically the questions basically. These all are basically the questions basically which is asked, and this basically has to give the answer basically. So basically we will take this question and answer basically slowly basically. because these all are basically very critical basically answer. Basically, if I say that one person is watching from far means very far to earth planet, then basically who might be that person? His age also basically might be more than 10 crore, 15 crore. His age also might be like that only. But earth planet age is also basically 15 lakh, 20 lakh basically. Maximum basically you can take 5 crore. Chalo. Maximum earth planet age is basically 5 crore. So we are going to see each and every question answer. And here the main thing basically was earth planet basically is, sorry, earthquake basically are connected with the blood group basically of the 800 people, basically 800 crore people. So 800 crore people blood energies basically are handling the entire earthquakes basically, and this keeps on changing. The earth blood cells basically keeps on changing. So that's very dangerous thing basically. So here basically we were discussing about that every second basically what is the maximum, what is the minimum magnitude basically the earthquake comes basically. So one person told that it's 1.5 percentage. Sorry, 1.5 magnitude. So that's basically the minimum magnitude the earthquake basically comes of each and every city. For example, there is 1 lakh 75 city in this world. So 1 lakh 75,000 city basically gets the earthquake every second. The magnitude is 1.5. So next part basically we are going to discuss a little bit more about this earthquake also, and that question and answer also.